Good evening, YouTubers. Welcome to episode 59 of Shrigleytube TV. Something I forgot to mention last week was that I was away this week on holiday in Jersey. So this week's video is all about Jersey, a few interviews with some customers stroke friends and some video footage from the hill climb been on this weekend, big international hill climb. So hopefully you enjoy what you see, and sorry there's no engineering content, but I didn't want to leave Sunday night with nothing to put on, so for the hardcore of you that come and watch me on a Sunday night, so hopefully you'll enjoy what you see and come back for more week after, where we'll definitely have some engineering content. Okay, have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you all next Sunday at 7. Bye for now. Okay, YouTubers, we're doing some interviewing and we're going to do something new, which is called This Is My Motorsport Life, a bit like This Is My Life back in the 80s on telly. So this is my mate Tim. We're in Jersey. I'm on holiday at the moment, and I thought, oh, we're going to have to make some YouTube footage up. So I'm going to hand over to Tim. Now, I want to ask him a few questions about his motorsport history, and basically he's absolutely crazy about rally driving. He does loads of it, and he's an active scrutineer as well. So I'm going to ask him where it all started. So Tim, in your words, with no preparation whatsoever, totally on the spot, where did your passion for motorsport come from?
Scale Electrics, basically. I loved Meccano, Lego, and then Scale Electrics, and I got obsessed with Scale Electrics. And I tried watching Formula One because I had all the cars, and I was just young, and it was late, and it was old, and the footage was bad, and it was rarely on. So I just sort of moved from there, and then I built a go-kart when I was a kid, which it just never worked. It had a Honda lawnmower engine, and I tried, but my dad wasn't into it, so he wasn't much help. And then I had kids, and that came. I remember when I was 20, I had a Lotus Sunbeam, which was a lovely car, really nice, and I enjoyed that, and it had a limited slip diff in it, so I learned. It was back in the day when you could go out in the evening and do a bit of sliding, and I loved all that. But then kids came, so I just had a van. I didn't even have a car. And then later on, the kids got older, so I had a bit more time in my hands and a bit more surplus money to spend. And I bought a Peugeot 205 GTI for 150 quid.
Can I just interrupt you there?
Yeah.
You know, most of the people I race against are all sort of 60 plus, you know. It seems like people get a second wind. I know you're younger than that, but I mean, like, people get a second wind after the kids have grown up and fled the nest. They end up buying the car they couldn't buy when they were younger, and then going racing.
Yeah, I think that's why older cars are holding their value, because I mean, I had Mark 1 and Mark 2 Escorts, but they're all 50 quid, and you'd have them for a month or so, and then they'd fall apart, and you're constantly repairing them. And I've always worked on my own cars, and it's always been, if I don't fix the car, I'm not going to go to work on Monday, so you're relying on your drive in the wet fixing it. I could never afford to take it to a garage, so I did learn basic mechanics from that, which has helped me through, you know, if the 205 that I bought, I built myself into a rally car. If I'd given that to someone to build, that would have cost me an absolute fortune.
That was when I first met you in 2005.
Yeah, I was doing a sprint, wasn't I? And you were in your imp.
Yeah.
And I was in my 911, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think you had one at the time as well.
Yeah, I had a Targa 911. That's a long time ago. That when I first moved to Jersey, I bought it with a blown head gasket. Yeah, another long story, but yeah, it's gone. It went a long time ago, but I should have kept it because it'd be worth a fortune now. And you could have kept yours as well.
I sold mine and to pay a tax bill, and I thought I was doing well because I'd had it for 8 years, and I got what I paid for it, and I thought that's a bonus.
I gave £5,000 for mine with the blown head gasket. I've ran it for 5 years at least. It never had an ounce of problems apart from when it ran out of fuel and the airbox exploded. The Bosch K-Electronic, it went lean on cranking, and it backfired and blew the plastic airbox to pieces. In fact, I think you gave me a plastic airbox for it.
That was the first time we met, and you came over and said, I've got a 911, but I've blown the airbox. And I said, well, because I changed the engine in mine, and I put a 3.2 in it.
That was it. Yeah.
And I had the spare engine, so I said, I've got one you can have. And we just became friends after that, didn't we? So.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, anyway, we sidetracked, but what I was going to say was that 911, when I moved back from Jersey to the UK, I sold it to a breaker because it had gone rusty on the front wings in front of the headlights, and I got the £5,000 back. It went to Porsche Part in Stretford, and yeah, that was that. But anyway, right, sorry. So you built the 205. That was the first rally car, and that would have been about 2005. That was probably the first year I came over. Oh no, maybe 2006. I came over to mechanic for you on the Jersey Rally.
Yeah, I think after we met on the sprint, you were about to go back to the UK. You were leaving Jersey, but you were servicing for Hobbsy at the rally, weren't you? And I was servicing for Ray. I was doing the sprints, but I hadn't got into rallying yet. I bought the 205 and then I did a couple of hill climbs, and then I got the bug and then wanted to get into rallying. I had no interest in rallying before that. I'd done karting because it was easily accessible and it was close racing, and I think rallying's great, but racing against other people where you've got more people on the circuit, you don't need to be the fastest lap time maker, but you can still win races.
And it's an endurance event, isn't it, the rallying?
Yeah.
I mean, I was just what to say, Hobbsy, I know he does watch this channel sometimes. He had this, was it a Chevette with a 2 litre 8-valve Cavalier engine in it, and it was tired towards the end of the rally. It was a long rally, 3 days, and I think he crossed the line with the head gasket blown, and we'd had to run it with no header tank cap on it. It had 1 gear left. I think it was 2nd gear. The clutch was slipping. The exhauster fell off. And I think he said when he crossed the line, he started crying.
He got to the end, fair play. And who would have thought it wasn't the best cars to start with.
No,
and it still got to the end. So
yeah, fair play.
Fortunately, it didn't go fast enough for him to crash. Sorry, Steve, but you'll know what I mean.
Yeah, Steve and Tim had a bit of an incident with a concrete bollard at Bovington, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. he kept asking me to navigate it, and I just said no. And then I got really drunk, and I was thinking about a microlight plane, and I thought, wow, that's not going to be as dangerous as navigating. Obviously, how wrong I was.
Right, well, we won't go any further with that. So after the 205 came the Scooby-Doo, didn't it? Was it?
Yes, no, because I liked the 205, and I built another one, and then I sold both of them, and I had to go in a Subaru. And it was so easy to drive, so I really liked it. And then when I bought it, it was just too easy to drive. It just didn't rev.
It never went wrong.
No. And then it would rev to 4,500 or 5,000 revs. It was fast, but it just didn't sound it. It was just a bit boring. But it gripped, and it wasn't exciting. So so I wanted out of that, and then I bought the BMW Compact. I had one as a road car. It cost me a couple of £100, and it was quite lardy. I put a cage in it, and it wasn't very fast. But then you built the engine. You took the engine out, rebuilt it. You made it go fast, and I've still got the engine. It's in the E30. So
M42. Yeah. That was when I was keen on the job. I was keen to develop new things. That's if you're a hardcore subscriber, you'll remember the Shrigleytube 2.5 from a few episodes ago. That is for Tim, the Lotus 907 engine with the posh head on it. That's going to find its way to Tim eventually, because that was his engine. But as an interim, like 15 years ago, we built the M42. We got some rods done, didn't we? And put the diesel crankshaft, made it a 2.2 litre.
Throttle bodies.
And I've had loads of inquiries for people to do those, but you know what? I could never get in love with them because it was 220 horsepower on the nose, and realistically, the XE was just so much better for less money.
And you're more geared up. I mean, an imp engine you can pick up and put on the dyno, can't you? That's really heavy, that thing. I remember getting out of the van. We were struggling like 3 of us to do it. I'm surprised the car moves.
Good solid iron block, definitely.
Yeah, but that revolutionised my rallying. It revved and sounded good, and that's what proper rallying's all about in my eyes.
And you got a gearbox as well, didn't you?
Yeah, when I brought the close ratio gearbox, a friend of mine was saying, everything I do is on the cheap because I've never had money, so. I got a second-hand gearbox, and the ratios were a lot better. So you changed your cams, didn't you? So because we were on for torque before, and then we went for revs, and that made a big difference.
I remember now, the first Bob did some cams for the first engine, and it was quite mild but very torquey, wasn't it? But then when you got your 6-speed box, we shifted it all up 1,000 RPM, and it did about, I think it might have done 225, 230 horsepower then, but a similar sort of Vauxhall would be 250, 260. So
yeah, I did get it dynoed at 200. Well, it was 261. I think there was something wrong with the atmospheric pressure.
I rang Bob dead excited and said, Bob, them cams you've just done for Tim, he's put them in the car and he's took them to the rolling road, and it does 265 horsepower. And he went, rubbish. Them cams haven't got the area. So unfortunately, mate, your rolling road was out. It's 225 on the nose.
It had just been calibrated, but I think the atmospheric pressure or something. I don't know much about the barometric pressure, or so that wasn't helping.
I'm just going to pause a second while I swap arms with my arm's going to fall off. Right, sorry about that. Right, we're up to the gearbox in the in the BMW M42. So then I think next car you built was that the good-looking one.
The E30, yeah. I mean, I really like the compact, but the rear end just didn't grip. It would slide all over the place, but it was painful, the lack of grip. I don't know if it was just mine, if there was something wrong with it, or something was bent, but I got offered an E30, and I love the look of the M3s. So I had got offered a body kit as well, second hand. Someone had bought it and not used it, so I put that on my car, and because I had your engine and the gearbox, that went straight into it. And I just loved it. So I had that for 6 years, I think. So that improved a lot because it was handling much better than the compact was.
I'll put a picture of it on the Rothmans tools, isn't it?
Well, we can have a look if you want, because it's it's looking for a bit sorry for itself.
Oh, we're in the kitchen at the moment. The kids are watching TV. Oh, look at that. Hang on.
It's sad, isn't it? It's like got storage all over it.
Hang on. Where's the camera? Oh, look at that. In the garage, hiding. Wow. Superb. Yeah.
I did the Jersey Rally last year, and then I bought the Escort. I bought a Ford Escort. I've always wanted one. They seem to be the pinnacle. Well, they used to be the pinnacle of rally cars to go for. The kids have gone. They've left home, got divorced, and then had surplus money because no kids, no wife. So I thought, right, I'm getting older. I'm going to treat myself to something I've always wanted. So I bought the Escort. Unfortunately, there was a few. I'm a scrutineer, so my car's got to be whiter than white, and it wasn't very. It needed quite a bit of work done to it. So I kept putting entries in to use it on rallies, and it didn't happen because the car hadn't been passed for a Cat 2 logbook. So I'd pull the BM out the garage, get the dust off it, put some petrol in it, and off it go. I wouldn't even give it a bolt check. And I think, right, that's the last time I'm going to use it, and I put it back in the garage. And then the next rally, the Escort wasn't ready, so I'd pull the BM out, and it's just such a reliable car. He built a good engine there.
Oh, mate, he's singing my praises. Mate, what I was going to say was, I was just going to say, didn't you plan to go to Bovington in the Escort, and then you weren't quite ready with the new roll cage, so you rolled the BMW out, went to Bovington, and it was icy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was ice on the track when we got there. It was cold, but the car was flying. We were getting stuck behind an R5, which they're the pinnacle of cars at the moment. We were beating Millingtons, and we got top 10 times, and it's all Darrians now, and these 200 grand Fiestas. Yeah. A basic clubman car is not going to get anywhere now.
I will say that when I come for the Jersey Rally years ago, there used to be cars getting gearboxes changed and head gaskets changed between stages and stuff, and now every car is really smart with a team of lads all with the gear on, and when the cars come in, they go up in the air and they get fully serviced, and then there's me and you drinking tea and discussing whether we need to put petrol in it or not.
It's which is clubman rallying. I think the money now. Before, you'd be able to get a Pinto, stick it in an Escort, put a cam in it, and a couple of carbs, and you get a top 10. Now, if you spend 100 grand, you've got a chance of getting into the top 10, but it's unlikely. It's all gone big time, which has taken the fun out of it, really. I've
got to say, motorsport on this island is massive. It's really how many people? Because Tim's a scrutineer, he's also organised for the ARDS test to be done. Was it at the quarry?
Bars test at the quarry, yeah. So before you get your rally licence, you have to do the bars test. So we're getting like 20 people. It was about 25 last time turning up to get their rally licence. So there's popularity over here for hill climbs, rallies, sprints. It goes on and on and on. Yeah. And now we're doing auto tests and trying to promote more and get more people involved, which is good. We're getting the problem now where there's too many people doing it and there's not enough room for people to get in.
Really, if you've got a go-kart, you can join the go-kart club in Jersey and do the go-karting. If you've got a sand racing car, you can do the beach racing. If you've got a hill climb car, you've got the hill climbs and the sprints. And if you've got, a rally car, you can do the rally. Yeah, you could be busy every weekend. Yeah, that's quite appealing, that. Well, Tim, thank you very much for your insight into your motorsport history in Jersey. And we're going to probably see you again scrutineering at the weekend, because we're going to come to the racing. You've got is it International Hill Climb event this weekend?
Yeah, it's a festival of motoring. I think we've got 4 days of hill climbs. So I'm doing the first 3. Hopefully, if the car holds together, I always get the BMW out. Otherwise,
Oh, you're in the Escort, are you?
yeah, I'm using the Escort because I want to use it before I get to the rally.
We'll have a good look round the Escort and do a little video of it because it's quite a bit of kit. We'll catch up with you at the. Is it Grab the Lake Friday?
No, it's Montpenal, which is just where you're living, just across the road, and we'll see if the engine needs a rebuild.
It's too heavy for my liking, that, mate.
I'll give you a hand to get
It's
it.
a Pinto block, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crikey.
That's going to be heavy, isn't it?
We're going to have to get a forklift or something. Right, thanks very much, Tim.
No problem. Cheers, Andy. Thank you.
Right, we just brought Dougie outside into the garage to see.
That big and then they use that.
Yeah, but you have to be very careful.
Look at that. What's that, Tim? A Yamaha?
TY80.
A TY80.
And
I
when I
love
was about 10, I used to see the spoiled kids pushing their TY80 down to the park so they could ride them, and I was so jealous. I would have done anything for a go on one of those.
Wow.
And then when I got older,
You were too big for it. You bought one.
I bought one, yeah. But the kids learnt to ride. They learnt to ride a bicycle in the morning, and then they're riding that in the afternoon.
What's
So-
this?
so
What's this down here?
That's my RD. I had one when I was 17. So, look how dusty it is.
Oh, you're not loving this,
I do love it, but I just...
mate. I'm a motorbiker now.
No, I don't think that's a good idea, Andy.
Why
In
not?
England, it's a different story, mate. Over here, it's 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. You know, you can hurt yourself in England.
Oh right, I bought a VFR 400
That's-
Honda.
They're lovely. They sound amazing, those.
Dougie, hi Dougie. Where's your T-shirt gone?
Yeah.
On the chair. What is this, Tim? Is this your latest project?
I've been working on this for 2 years now. It was rotten when I bought it. It was a 323, which was one of the first ever E30s, and I was going to make it into a road car, just as something different. But it was too far gone, and the roof lining and the seats all just fell apart. So I've been right through it. I've taken all the rust out of it and primed it. I've done all the hard work, and now I've just got to stick it's got the M3 arches. I've done the back one. You know, you're supposed to cut all the steel out and put the fiberglass arches on, but I can't cut the steel out. There'd be no strength in it, so I've like feathered it in. And I've got the fiberglass on top of the steel, which people don't normally do.
And before I forget, Tim, you have got your own YouTube channel. What's it called? People can check out what you've been up to on there.
It's Jersey Tim 100. So if yours don't put people to sleep, if you're still awake, have a look at mine.
Yeah, we'll put this on at the beginning of the video. They can do the first sort of 10-15 minutes. I check my stats weekly, and the drop off is after about 15 minutes. Because most of my videos are at least half an hour, so
Yeah.
they do make a good effort. Fair play to them, but yeah, I try and keep it where we've got lots of exciting stuff all happening all the time to keep people interested. But it
Being
is
away
hard.
on holiday. It's I suppose you struggle for stuff, but at least we've got the hill climb and that.
I just love this old bike, mate. That is cool. Might bid you for that for Dougie.
I
Right.
don't know, it's got sentimental value. I wanted it in the lounge. I had the RD was in the lounge, and that was it's not single. Well, not single. I've got a girlfriend, but not having a wife, you can do what you want then. So I wanted this on the wall, and that on the floor because I just love them. They're works of art. In fact, I loved this bike when I was 17. I had a 350, and when I bought this one, I got so excited and I rode it. And it's horrible, it's heavy, it's slow, the clutch is heavy. Whereas modern bikes with hydraulic clutches and everything, they're so much faster and much better bikes. But the dream and reality, so that's why I like looking at it and don't like riding it.
It sounds like meeting your hero. Should never do it.
Yeah, don't do it because it's just normal people, isn't it?
Brilliant, thank you. Okay, YouTubers, just arrived at Montpenal, which is the first day of the hill climb over the weekend, and I bumped into this legend here. Now, this guy's called Mr. Ken Thompson, and he had a very, very quick Clan Crusader with was it a 1200 Carter engine?
1190, yeah.
Yeah, and
Well, it was a 998. It was an 875. 998. And I got I forgot his name.
Ben Bolt, was it?
No. It was the guy that got killed in a.
Oh, Andy Chesman.
Andy Chesman. He developed the 998 into an 1190. It developed 135 brake horsepower.
Wow.
I know.
Wow. Well, if you'd seen this thing go, I came over in 2004 or 5 or something, and I went to the hill with my little 998 with an R17 in me imp, and I always remember I saw this Clan J48, wasn't it?
J48 it was.
And and I was like, wow, that is fast. It was like leaving number 11s off a line, and it was raining, and I remember you were the fastest car up the hill till about 1 o'clock, before some of the single seaters beat his time, because he can jockey this boy here, can't you?
Well, it was a challenge, and the way I mean the quickest time I did with the clam was a 46.78, which it was it was a record at the time. I mean, unfortunately they changed the classes about 3 times afterwards, and I mean that 46.78. I think I did in 1980 something.
Wow, I was 3 in 1980. We're just going to talk about your book for a second. Where can we buy this from?
I sort of, as an MS UK steward, I sort of attend quite a number of events, club events, and I take this along with me. I sell it from home. We sell it from the JFTU because one of the managers there was a club president at one time, and paper clicks because Jason he is the quickest guy on the sprint. Jason Moran.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for speaking to me, and we've got a few other people I want to get round, a couple of the mini drivers over there, and I've had a chat with Tim, so thanks for your time, Ken, and great memories.
If anybody wants a nice classic International Road Race poster.
Oh right, let's have a look.
That's from 1949, and we found a roll, or say we. They found a roll in the store of posters that hadn't been put out in 1949.
Wow. That's from 1949.
Yeah, unfortunately, the mice had chewed the edge of the roll. So what I did, I sent 3 over to the UK for auction, complete with the chewed edges, and we got £625 for one.
Wow.
$5.95 for the second bidder, for the second one, and $495 for the third. Since then, because I salvaged one and framed it, and we've managed to reprint, and that's a reprint.
A reprint.
So they're £22 now.
Brilliant. Well, if anybody wants any of this merchandise, give me a message, PM me, and I'll forward you Ken's details, because I'm not quite sure how to get the message across on the video, but I can always put his email across or something like that.
Email is Ken Thompson 12
at Gmail.
gmail.com.
Ken Thompson 12 at gmail.com. That's THOMOMSON.
Ken Thompson, THOMSON.
Perfect.
No P, haven't had a P for 80 years.
Cheers, Ken. Right, we just pulled up at the wrong time because these guys are getting ready to go off and do their thing. Yeah. Andy, quick word. Obviously, the main target is to beat this lad alongside you.
Of course.
Excellent. I'm a quick look around the car. Tell me, is it a 1380?
It's a 1380 MED race motor. Revs nicely. Just rebuilt the idea.
Mate, I'm interfering. The marshals come to tell me off. Right. Thanks, Andy. We'll maybe try and get you tomorrow, because I'll be back tomorrow. I'm just going to go to a kids' play area for 6 hours. Call in.
Hello.
How you doing, Cole?
Oh, look at this.
Hey, look at this.
I'm good, thanks. I know.
Oh, you can't manage that hands device,
There's
can you?
nothing worse when the old scrutineers come up and come on, hurry up. Yeah, panic mode, video on.
Right.
Anyway, all's good. Hopefully we'll have another good run.
Are you going to beat him?
Beating him on the first one.
Did you? I didn't even realise you'd been up yet. I thought this was the first run.
He'll have me on this one probably.
Do you reckon? Look at this carbon fibre. Wow, it's a proper finished off car, this, mate. Power steering as well.
Yeah.
Crikey. Vauxhall Corsa, yeah. Oh yeah, the electric power.
Yeah.
Brill. You've got a cheat engine in this. Well, you've got 8 ports, haven't you?
Yeah, 8 ports. The old Arden 8 port. 1380.
1380. So the one with 5 ports did beat him at. How you doing? You alright, pal? Right. No, it's fine. It's got to get them going. Dougie, come and stand over here, me, please, mate. Let these little minis disappear off up the hill. Will it start? Do you want to push? I'm just pulling his leg. Oh, that is a sweet mini, that one. You okay for a push, Cole? Right, just back with Timmy T now on the hill in the glorious sunshine. Look at them white horses out there. Nice day for it, Tim.
Yeah, it wasn't before. It was raining when we came down here, but it's at least it's windy, so it's all dried out and yeah, really.
So changeable, isn't it?
It is really changeable, so hopefully it'll stay dry now.
Mate, if I could just mind you about the car for 2 minutes, have a quick look at the engine, just tell us about it.
Right, this is my first time in it, so I've just done my first run. It's a Cosworth normally aspirated 2 litre, built by John Dell, which is similar to Shrigley, but not quite as good.
Yeah.
And it's smoking a little bit, so I don't know where to take it for a rebuild.
Hey, just sell it, it looks heavy to me. Don't worry about it.
I'll give you a hand to get it on the
Smoking's healthy on a race engine.
Yeah, it means it's
It's getting a bit of lube.
So it's all a bit, I'm used to the BMW, it's all a bit different to me, so I'm having, just getting used to it, that's what the weekend's all about. But yeah, all good fun so far.
Brilliant. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I'm going to go and talk to Len, and then I'm going to disappear off to a kids' play area.
Nice one, have a good day. Watch a couple of runs. Go up the corner and watch a bit.
I will tomorrow.
Yeah.
Grab the leg.
Right, nice one.
Right. Video our walk. Keep moving. Yeah, just so you don't bang your advance.
I'm not doing this for
Right, hang on, hold my hand there, buddy.
this one.
Bit slippy then. Oh, well done. Your brother made it, no worries. Didn't you, Russ? Dougie's winning. Whoa, you just took him to the ground. He's got... No, stand up. Hang on. Was it not here that we came up? No, it wasn't, was it? Keep going. There's the ducks in the pond. Hang on, was it not on a lower level here?
This way seems better.
Yeah. I'm not sure, we should be up here.
Yeah, we are. We're at the place. We're at the place.
It's deep forest that way and a valley that way. No, keep going for the time being. Oh, hang on, there's a wall there, guys. What are you doing?
Rock. Go off, Joe.
I thought that was my dad's phone then.
Hey,
Right, hang on. I don't think this isn't the way we came, guys. Should we just take it, see where it takes us?
no, yeah.
Okay, we'll go down then. Right, I absolutely love these Jersey Royals with butter. Their own Jersey butter, absolutely amazing. There's some espetada meat there, I've got them on the go most nights. Lovely pair of Mark II Escorts. These guys have come away from South Wales. My mate Will Parry knows them. They're from Aberystwyth. Another lovely Mark I Escort there. The Mark II again. Just having his brakes checked, I think. And of course, this was the Imp of Dean. I didn't quite catch his second name, but he's just recently bought it. It was the ex-Alan Ditz car, and before that it was Simon Le Rochel's. Now this is the Elizabeth Harbour, beautiful.
Okay, congratulations, you've made it to the end of Shrigleytube TV. I hope you have a great week. Once again, thanks for everybody that makes the effort to comment. I really enjoy reading them. We'll get around to replying to them all one day, I promise. Take care for now. Bye-bye.